My name is J&J, and today we are at University of Kigali. We are going to talk, or we are have a conversation with Professor Dr. Tombola M Gustave. Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you so much.
So we are here for interview about University of Kigali. You know, we have been hearing you. We want to know about, even students are eager. They told me we set some questions of you about university. And how did you finally land here, sir? It's the first thing we should ask
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much for your time, and good morning to everybody. As he has introduced me, I'm Professor Tombola Gustave. I'm the Vice Chancellor of the University of Kigali. The University of Kigali have been here for 1 year already, 1 year, and the university has been doing well. It has various programs. It has very interesting programs, of which we are even interesting people to join. Yeah.
Okay, I'm lucky boy because I'm under your leadership, sir. That's good. And so how is worker doing here? How is the payment of here? How is the staff like welcomed you? How the university welcomed you in all? That's what I was people want to hear.
Okay, thank you.
You know,
so
you
much.
have a challenge, you have where you came from, and now you are here today. So how is the differences between the two campuses?
Okay, thank you so much. All of them are good as universities, yes, but the University of Kigali is the best, I can say, because I'm at the toppest level of the leadership of the university on daily management, and I know what is going on within this university and the previous one. This university has has many programs comparing to the previous one, but I won't go further to the previous one. But this one has more marketable programs ranging from business, law, economics, IT, even computer sciences. Beyond that, we have also the programs in masters. Those are the graduate school. We have a range of 15 graduate school programs, which can student join. And the University of Kigali also has a good program for its alumni in terms of those who completed undergraduate. The University of Kigali offers them 20% discount for them to go for the masters. Those are the things I do appreciate from this university. It's a growing university which has also applied for even PhD programs. You understand that I'm managing a university which is a growing university. I'm very proud of managing this university, a growing one which has promoters or the founders who are also having a very good vision for a very bright and global university.
So let's go to the question I always interact with students because I told you I'm a student.
Yes.
People are complaining about methods of payment, tuition is going high. So I think every student is complaining about that. So please take us on it about the schedule, the way system of payments, the tuitions, and other stuff. So let's go.
Thank you so much. If you are to test the test, testing if education is expensive or not, you will know it once you complete your studies.
Of course.
If someone is still undergoing, will feel that the education is expensive, then may choose to go to the one which is requiring them to pay less. But why are we going for university? It's for the labor market. At the end, at the exit, someone who pays less reaches, exits, or graduates, then spends like a whole year seeking for a job, going for interviews, fails, second year, third year. That one will be saying, I did not really study. I can give you some students who graduated in other universities, but who have come here to resume and then study. Why? Because they know that a graduate from the University of Kigali does not spend even a single month without getting a job. Why? Because we are having quality education. Then quality education is expensive. Even though I'm not saying that we are expensive,
Yes.
but that's what I wanted to compare. Because saying that expensive or cheap will depend on the product you want. If you are going for quality education is an education which gives you an exit, which will help you also to use your knowledge and then to benefit, because we have been investing. If you go for a cheap education, I don't want to mention university, a cheap education, yes, you pay less, but at the end, you don't get a job,
Yes.
you don't get
Qualities.
skills of starting your own job.
Qualities of skills.
Then you will come back. Because we have someone here who completed their studies in other universities, but they came here to resume. And when you look at how the University of Kigali is running its teaching, we have professors who are teaching at undergraduate. We have doctors who are teaching at undergraduate. When I look at the ratio, masters and PhD, we are at 41%. The university. It's the university which is the best in Rwanda. Let me say that.
Wow.
I'm not ashamed.
We are lucky.
I can't even hide that the University of Kigali, in terms of ratio, we are the best. 41 academic staff who are having PhD and above.
And sorry for interruption, it is ranked like second in Rwanda now.
Yes, that is to tell you that if we are talking second in Rwanda now, there are many factors which are considered, like premises. If I know that we look at the premises, we will get like 1 out of 10, because we don't have good premises here. But a student who joins the university is not going for premises, is going for knowledge, not for the premises. We know that we are offering quality education. We are not expensive, but we are trying also to help those who earn less in terms of how to pay the tuition fees. They pay per module, and even per module, we make them the payment in terms of installment to help students, to help students, to help parents. Even parents have problems. They call us. We find a way of easing their payments.
So when we are still on that point, some students are complaining, like these who are going to graduate check next, is it in December?
Yes, December.
They pay the amount when they're going to deal with finance, and they find they're still having some debts there. And when they come back, they told us that we have done already with the payments, and they are still telling us we still have some money to. So it's a problem of every student that whenever you go in finance, you find a debt there. So what's the problem?
You know, when something is positive, it's not a news. But when something is bad, it becomes a news. You are saying students, but in my office here, I've never received many students who are claiming in that way. And sometimes I do managing by walking around, turning around it in finance, to hear about students. You will find some student, if a student paid, okay? If the student paid, also the student has a proof of payment. The student may not have a proof of payment. A student may go by saying, yes, if Mr. John is saying I paid, but I can't find my payment in the MIS, in the system, another one will get in that benefit. Saying, I paid also, but I can't. But John will display the proof, but the other one will not show the proof. That is, you can't pay without a proof. I know that there are some issues, but of which we have a fixed. That's what I know.
So going back, I'm still on the same question. You know, in this university, of course, you know it's a private university, and as you get education, as you consume education, you have pay. But we still have this student who are struggling. They're struggling, they don't have school fees. They said, let's come here, when you get like something, we pay. If we don't get, like, so how are you going to help those students? Because
thank you so much. Let me put this call to those students. I even made this call very precisely. I went through all the classes because of this coronavirus. We couldn't go and gather all the students. I went to each class.
I remember coming to our class.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now I'm making this call to whoever is listening me or watching at me. Students who stopped their studies because of coronavirus consequences or impact, I'm calling for them to come. I, as the manager of the university, I will find a solution for them to continue with their studies. Because the philosophy of the owners of the university is not making money.
Yes,
Is to make an impact on the society.
Of course.
I'm calling for them to come. Then we find a way. Yes, then we find a way how we can help them to continue their studies, and then also find a way how they will be paying progressively.
So because students, because we keep talking with students, we keep gathering with students and interacting with them, they say if it's possible for those students, we may you let them study. At the end of the day, you get their transcript and their diploma. When they come to collect the diplomas and transcript, then they pay them the money they have to. They've been.
Okay. I don't want to make it as a general, because the issue of payment is individual.
It's individual now.
Whoever has a case, let that student come. That's a call I'm appealing for them. Any student having a problem can come. And we have been sorting them. There are some who came. When I went through the classes, some came saying, yes, I owe the university 1 million. How can I study? Yes, you can study. Show us a plan. Student gives us a plan which will be for 1 year. Then we said, okay, fine. The student can go for the exams. We'll be paying progressively until 1 year.
Yes.
We have given this kind of flexibility to them. Then this is an issue which is in the video, and you are appealing to the student to come. We are calling them to come.
Yes. Everyone is here.
Yes.
So let's talk about, because today I'm delegate of Raw faculty.
Yes.
I'm student of Raw faculty, and we still have a lot. We are lacking a lot in Raw faculty. We are lacking legal clinic here. I think every campus has the school of law. So what is your take on this? Because it's a wide staff. I don't know other faculties, but I'm talking as a delegate of law faculty. So what's your take on law? Because I think we are not getting enough from law. As a law students, we have to be with seminar, we have to get all those things, we have to get checked. Legal clinic. So are you guys preparing for us, the staffs? Is it because campus is still trying to bring it up? I don't know what it is.
Thank you so much. Sometimes a student may not know even what is the program. If a student comes saying, I'm not getting this so and so and so, it is as if the student knows the program. Okay? It is as if the student came knowing what is supposed to be studied. In reality, the School of Law is the one which is, I can say, among the best in this country. Our School of Law is among the best in this country because it has practitioners who are in the bar association, who are teaching the students, who are teaching them the practical. They are not only academicians, but they are practicing on the labor market. They're in the bar association. Whenever they are teaching them, that legal clinic, yes, it is good, but we are trying to fix it to have that legal clinic, and we are trying to overcome it by having those lecturers in the law school, in the School of Law, who are practicing, who are lawyers. These lawyers, the judges, those who are working in the drafting of the law, the laws, they come, they teach our law students on the practical basis for our student to graduate, knowing what is the outside in the labor market.
So as we are winding up this conversation with us, take us to the graduation process and program which is coming in, when and how are you prepared, guys?
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Before I go there, we are resuming the academic year. The academic year started yesterday on 1st September, and the teaching will start on 6th September. That is the September intake. I'm calling for the new students to come and join the university as you are registering, and for the graduation, we are preparing it in December, but I cannot announce a date of December, but the date was given to students that it will be on the 3rd December. Students who are having things they miss, they have to link with their schools as soon as possible so that those matters can be fixed. And even today, we are having an academic senate which will transact on the graduation matters.
So talking about partnership.
Yes.
Do we have partnership with other universities, like when the students are done here well, like when they are good in their academics? Do you have that partnership where they can go for masters, where they can go for PhD?
Okay. Thank you so much. First, as I said, any student from the University of Kigali who graduates or who graduated in the University of Kigali at undergraduate with a bachelor degree, that student can join us from today. We have decided to give a discount of 20% to those students to do masters. That's one. The partnership we are having with other universities, in Germany we have, in Canada we have, in Russia we have, in the UK we have, in Kenya we have, in terms of exchange of students and exchange of academic staff. Something of which I want also to tell our students. The University of Kigali is a university with diversity. I can tell you that we have, I as a Rwandan, as the Vice Chancellor, we have 3 DVCs. The DVC in charge of academics is from Ghana.
Yes.
The DVC in charge of research, institutional development and innovation is from Kenya.
Yes.
The DVC in charge of finance administration from Kenya, meaning that the deans, the Dean of School of Business and Economics is from India. You get that?
Yes,
The
yes,
Dean of Graduate School is from Kenya. We have this diversity. The registrar is from Uganda, meaning that we have a diversity of nationalities which attracts our students even from those nationalities, those countries.
So, about diversity, we still have here international students.
Yes.
And in way of encouraging more students, more international students, I think there is a message for them. You have I think you have a message for them.
Yes. The message to them is that they are most welcome. We have an office in charge of international students, that office which is in charge of catering for their queries. Of course, I'm there as the Vice Chancellor also who take care of them, and I'm planning to have a meeting with them, and that will be maybe the 3rd meeting or the 4th meeting I will be having with them. We feel they have to feel not as foreigners. They have to feel as Africans. That's number 1. Number 2, as the world is going global, we are trying to globalize education, meaning that whoever joins the University of Kigali has to feel at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they still have some issues. You know, some of them are my friends, some of them will talk, some of them will interact, but they still have some issues with some lecturers who use this local language. And sometimes when they feel like they're not getting anything. So they try, if I'm telling you this, it's because I have experience with. I interact with students, so I have to put each and every question students ask for them, so like they ask their own. So we still having that. I can mention the lecturers, but we still have that workforce. So what's your take on that?
Okay, thank you so much. The University of Kigali, the medium of instruction is English. But as a country,
Of course.
we have 3 languages,
Sure.
official languages.
Sure.
English, French, and Kinyarwanda. These are official languages in our country. Whoever talks that language is free because it is from the Constitution. But in our university, the medium of instruction is English. Whoever talks Kinyarwanda, if it happens, even French, sometimes you will see me moving around, is to get informed about those. Even some student will report to me some stuff. Then stuff, I will try to talk to them for them to avoid that. I think this has been there for long time ago, but we have tried to fix them.
So before we wrap up, any message to university, any message to coming student, any message to students who have been here? I think before we wrap it.
University of Kigali is a university which is at a high level in terms of quality. Whoever joins the university will not get disappointed. The university has 3 sessions. Those who are studying on day, those who are studying evening, and those who are studying weekend. The payment is per module, making sure that even if you suspend, they will not charge you the rest of the trimester. You will have paid only the module you have studied, not even the rest of the trimester. Third, whoever graduates from this university has that opportunity to continue masters in this university. And also, as a university of quality, I'm sure they're getting jobs or creating their
Thank you so for having you today, and I'm sure this will make impact on our TV. Our channel is J&J TV SHOW. You can go from YouTube, you can visit us on IG or Instagram. It's J&J TV SHOW official. You can go to every platform, you can find us there. And thank you for having this idea.
I thank you so much. May God bless you, and may you continue growing.
Kind man.
Okay,
and I'm
thank you.
humbled to be
Thank you so much. I appreciate also.
Thank you.
Thank you for the entire team.
So guys, I hope this will be nice for you. It's a good interview with a high profession person, and today I think it is the last. We have a good things. Will you subscribe? Go to our channel. It's J&J TV SHOW. Go to our IG and for us. We still have a lot to give it to you. We still have other interview. We are going to be interviewing a lot of people.